Hello, my fellow football enthusiasts, and especially those devoted followers of the Three Lions. If you honestly believe that the most gripping theater of this 2026 World Cup concluded when the final whistle blew after 120 exhausting minutes between England and Norway, I am afraid you are mistaken. What we are witnessing now is a masterful piece of high-stakes political drama, a script so thick with conspiracy and intrigue that it rivals the finest West End productions. Indeed, the real play did not end on the pitch. The curtain has only just risen in the post-match press conference room, where a far more calculating game is being played. Right now, the global press is absolutely buzzing with excitement. But surprisingly, it is not because of a secured spot in the semifinals or even Jude Bellingham's brilliant brace. No, the cameras are focused on an open struggle for power between England's brightest star and their head coach, Thomas Tuchel. You and I must ask ourselves, is the Three Lions dressing room truly crumbling on the eve of their monumental clash against Argentina? Or are we merely puppets in a brilliant, calculated smoke and mirror show? Come along with me as we peer behind the velvet curtain and dissect this exquisite piece of footballing theater from an insider's perspective. Act 1 begins with a classic opening gambit, the cold mentor and the defiant prodigy. It all started when the notoriously demanding Thomas Tuchel glided into the press room, his expression as icy and unyielding as a winter morning in London. Instead of offering the usual platitudes of praise to his exhausted players, the tactical mastermind delivered a brutal verbal lashing. He bluntly declared that the English team lacked any real sharp edge, committed an appalling number of technical errors, and essentially stumbled into the next round purely on the wings of sheer good fortune. It was a calculated, frosty performance designed to rattle everyone in the room. Within minutes, the media went into an absolute frenzy when Jude Bellingham stepped into the spotlight and openly defied his manager. The Real Madrid midfielder did not hesitate to shoot back, pointing out that playing in 33 degrees Celsius heat with suffocating Florida humidity while defending against Norwegian giants like Erling Haaland and Martin Odegaard is no walk in the park. Bellingham delivered his final, stinging line with the poise of a seasoned lead actor. In the knockout stages, beauty is a luxury. Sometimes one must know how to win ugly, relying on nothing but sheer grit, raw resilience, and pure mental strength to survive. If we only look at the surface, it seems like a textbook case of mutiny. The tabloids wasted no time, immediately splashing sensational headlines about a deep, irreconcilable rebellion brewing in the heart of the English dressing room. But if I may offer a word of caution to my fellow observers of high drama, if you actually swallow that narrative, you have walked straight into their trap. This is not some chaotic, uncontrolled outburst of youthful rebellion. No, this has all the hallmark signs of a beautifully staged performance, designed to manipulate the audience and direct their gaze exactly where the director wants it to go. Let us move to Act 2, where we analyze this magnificent display of psychological chess. If you look closely and piece the dialogue together, a completely different picture begins to emerge. Tuchel criticized their technical display, yes, but he never once attacked their spirit. He made a point of saying how proud he was of their fighting heart. Meanwhile, Bellingham was simply acting as the protective shield, defending teammates who had just poured every ounce of energy into a brutal, exhausting match. When you look at the subtext, they are not actually fighting each other at all. They are performing a beautifully harmonized duet. What we are witnessing here is the absolute pinnacle of psychological warfare, a classic good cop, bad cop routine played out on a grand, international stage. It is a masterful dynamic. The manager and his star pupil seem to have rehearsed their roles to perfection behind closed doors, long before they ever took their seats in front of the flashing cameras. They knew exactly how to play their respective parts to create the maximum amount of dramatic tension, keeping the media completely captivated while hiding their true intentions. It is brilliant, calculated storytelling at its absolute finest. Thomas Tuchel plays the villain of our piece, the harsh and unforgiving taskmaster who refuses to let a single player bask in the warmth of a hard-won victory. His role is to keep everyone grounded, ensuring that complacency does not creep into the ranks of the Three Lions. By refusing to offer easy praise, he creates a healthy friction, demanding absolute perfection even when the team has managed to survive and advance. It is a classic dramatic archetype, the stern leader who shows no mercy because he knows that the path to glory is paved with relentless discipline and no room for self-satisfaction. Then we have Jude Bellingham, playing the noble hero and the modern captain of the locker room. He is the young leader who willingly steps into the line of fire, deflecting the harsh criticism and absorbing the immense pressure on behalf of his weary brothers in arms. By publicly challenging his manager, he successfully diverts the media storm away from his teammates and onto himself. It is a heroic, calculated gesture of leadership, ensuring the rest of the squad can recover in peace while he dominates the front pages, bearing the brunt of the public gaze with remarkable poise. Which brings us to Act 3, and the ultimate question: who is the real target of this elaborate theatrical performance? What is the true purpose behind all this manufactured friction and public discord? The answer, my friends, is remarkably simple, and it points directly toward their next opponent, Argentina. In any great drama, the protagonist must create a diversion, a brilliant piece of misdirection to keep the enemy looking one way while the real blow is being prepared elsewhere. Argentina is the audience they are truly performing for, and they are playing their part flawlessly. Let us look closer at this together. By openly declaring his squad to be flawed, Tuchel sends a chilling subtext to Argentina: England has not even begun to show its true power. Meanwhile, this manufactured controversy has completely monopolized the spotlight. While reporters obsess over the fake rift and Argentina tries to decipher the chaos, the English squad is shielded from the immense pressure of the media circus. They can quietly prepare for the semifinals in absolute peace and razor-sharp focus. It is a masterclass in psychological manipulation, ensuring the team is left alone to rehearse their final act in total secrecy. If this theory holds true, we are witnessing the most brilliant piece of theater of this 2026 tournament. It proves that the psychological war is not merely won on the green grass under the blinding stadium lights, but rather inside the cold, sterile confines of the press conference room, long before the ball is ever kicked. It is a grand chess match where the characters are fully aware of their audience, playing their roles with a level of nuance and dedication that would make the finest dramatists proud. Tuchel and Bellingham have truly elevated the sport into a fine art. Thank you for joining me for this highly dramatic, conspiracy-filled analysis. As we prepare for the next act of this gripping World Cup, I must ask you, are you convinced this is a genuine dressing room mutiny, or do you believe, as I do, that we are watching a beautifully orchestrated smoke and mirror show? Do share your thoughts in the comments section below and let us discuss who played their role best. Until next time, keep your eyes on the stage, for the drama of the beautiful game is only getting started, and you will not want to miss a single scene